Hello all and welcome down today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to quite explain what's been happening down at the apiary today. So you might be wondering why I've not got any honey yet. Well, simply because I wanted to make sure that I'm going into winter with 2 hives. So what that meant was that I needed to do another hive, which you can see here. So basically what I've done is I've took the original hive on this one, I did a split, left it 15 days and then 18 days, and on the 15 days I thought, oh, it's not worked out. On the 18th day I got down the person earthen to check and see if I've actually got a queen. On the 18th day it turned out that I had got a queen, which is now in this hive here, which I'm calling hive number 1. So today what I want to do is to go into hive number 1, have a look inside it and see if she started laying. If she started laying, perfect, brilliant. I'll continue to leave that hive as it is. I might change it to a feeder, but I might just see how it's doing, because it's currently got a super on the top there in the middle, and then the feeder on the top of that, which is currently empty. In hive number 2, that one there has currently got a super on the top, which has got super frames on it, and basically I want to see if it's producing any honey. So hive number 1 is merely just to try and get it established, ready for next year, because it's the first time that I managed to produce a queen, which I'm amazed about and absolutely thrilled. In hive number 2, I want it to actually produce some honey for me, and I might not get a bit, but I might get some, and hopefully be able to give some as gifts this year for some honey. So without further ado, let's go and check in hive number 1 for a start. So here we are initially in hive number 1. I've took off the super, and as you can see the bees seem to be doing pretty well. Not much in terms of honey going on this one, but like I say, I want it to be doing really well, so hopefully the bees production and the quantity of bees increase ready for winter. So I'm not really that bothered about honey on this one. It's more about seeing how the new queen is doing and making sure that she's laying. So as you can see, the hive seems to be doing okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to check on these frames here, because these are the frames that I'm establishing hopefully have got eggs on them, because the population of the bees seems doing okay, but I want to see if this frame, or this frame has got any eggs laying on it and that she's laying correctly. Now when I'm looking through hive number 1, I've gone through all the way through, now I'm doing my second check. However, I can't seem to see any eggs, so that's a bit of a worry, and I haven't seen the queen yet. But on the positive side, I'm seeing all this here. See all this pollen, bee bread? Basically, when the baby bees hatch, they'll then eat that as their first food before then clearing out the little cell what they were in for the next bee. So positive, but also negative as well, because I haven't seen the queen yet and I haven't seen any eggs. But let's have another check. Now I have caught the queen. I found her. And I've caged her. See her there? She's this one. Just here, there's a big one here. So what I'm going to do now is try and attempt to mark her. Now I've never done this before, so I'm just taking it nice and steady. So basically the way that we mark them is this here, which is a nice little handy little thing from Simon the Beekeeper. Basically, as you can see, different colours represent different years. So last year was 2024 obviously, so it's marked green. So this one in this hive is marked green. Now this one is going to be a blue for 2025, so I'm going to mark her blue. So what I'm going to do is get the marker pens out and give her a try. So just gently just take this little cage off, and there she goes. Mark blue, first ever queen. She looks nice and healthy. Now this is hive 2, so this one I'm expecting to get honey out of, but by looking at that frame there, I don't think it's doing that great. So what I'm going to do is I've took the super off hive number 1, which is that one there. I'm going to put it onto number 2, because I just think that one here is doing a lot better, cleaner frames, and they might shift on and make some honey, hopefully. So yeah, I don't really know if I want to go into the number hive 2 because, well, it seems to be doing okay, but I'll check if there's any swarm cells. Very much doubt it, but do a quick check. So this is why I wanted to move the super from hive number 1 over to hive number 2, because hive number 1, let's say I want to try and just develop a queen and make sure there's enough bees in number 1. But number 2 has got a queen and she's laying quite well and she's doing very well. So what I've done is I've moved the super from number 1 over to number 2, because the super on this one, as you can see, it's starting to cap in certain parts. So with hive number 2, I want it to be producing honey, or maybe get a jar or 2 would be very nice. So that's why I moved it over to number 2 to try and help them along, because I had given that super over there, which had got drawn out comb, hoping that they would clean it out, which they have done, to be fair, but I'm hoping to speed them along a bit by giving them comb which is nearly capped over it, little bits like that throughout the super bots. So hopefully this works out. Hello all, now that we've done, I want to basically say what the conclusion was from going into hive number 1 and hive number 2. So let's start with hive number 1. So hive number 1 was a queenless hive, which I've now established a queen in it, and we will want to go in today, see if she was starting to lay and mark her. Unfortunately, I haven't seen any signs of laying, no signs of any larvae, no signs of any brood at all. Wouldn't expect the brood because there isn't any signs of eggs, and with the eggs means that she's been laying in the last 3 days. Couldn't see any eggs, however I have found her and I have marked her. Most wouldn't mark her in this point of time, but I have marked her. And we'll come back in 7 days and see if she started laying yet. Hopefully she has. If not, then I might have to reconsider about this queen, and she might not be a laying queen. So on hive number 2, I've basically left it as it was. I've took the supers from hive number 1 that seems to be producing honey quite well, as we've seen, and I've moved them over to hive number 2. Reason why is because in hive number 2 I wanted to produce some honey, and that was the original queen. I know she's laying, I've got in there, I've seen that there's plenty of brood, the wall-to-wall brood, and basically wall-to-wall is basically when you see lots of brood all over one frame and it's from one side to the other, or sometimes it's like a ball, and they tend to have the frame what's called wall-to-wall brood. So that's what you've seen there, was wall-to-wall brood in hive number 2. So yeah, that's what I've established today. It's a nice sunny day, there's a lot of activity now that I've been in the bees hives, especially number 2. So I'm going to leave them now, gorgeous sunny day, they'll go back, they'll settle, they'll realise now that they've got super frames to start filling, and we'll see what they do. Bye for now, be happy.